What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and, well, we need to talk about a few things here. So, obviously, we've got this gacha here for the new Tiona and the new Eyes, and that is basically going on essentially until, the 6th of May. It's actually right in front of my face. I don't know why it took me a minute to figure that out. We've talked about Tiona. I think Tiona's amazing. I think she's awesome, and I would really, really, really like to have this unit. But a lot of people have talked about this unit, and she's finally back, and that is the Bunny Mikoto. So let's talk about her real quick. So these two are Earth units that are absolutely in the upper echelon of Earth units in general. Now, we've talked a lot about the, how do I word it? The general pool unit for Leafia and how awesome she is and how much damage she can do. In theory, these two have really high potential as well. So, normal attack 124.8%, for consecutive front-facing AoE attacks, so each one of those attacks is going to be at that level. Attack multiplier 180, cooldown 400, one hit front-facing AoE attack grants recovery with int status multiplier of 90%. That basically is just the same skill that we've been using for Leafia that essentially gives her like an insane amount of magic. And apply, basically it's that assist skill, but it's on her skill 1 instead. So it's really nice. Like, you could buff a magic unit to the moon with that. And apply 50% chance of 5% continuous recovery for 5 seconds to self. That's only to herself, but it is what it is. It's still recovery. Attack multiplier of 144%, cooldown 200. One hit front-facing AoE attack. Grants between 1 and 10 random stacks of 7.7%. Increase special move damage to self for up to 15 seconds, up to 100 stacks. In other words, basically, you could just, if you get lucky. Now, once again, I do want to emphasize, this is if you get lucky. You could get an insane 100 stacks. When HP is 100%, grants up to 10% earth damage increase for 15 seconds, and 10% damage increase up to 3 stacks. So, basically, old girl can stack herself to the moon with this and do crazy damage, kind of like we see with Tiona. Attack multiplier of 1200, cooldown 2000, one hit front facing AoE attack when your HP is 100%, grants 100% critical rate increase, 50% critical damage increase, 100% technique cooldown reduction to self, apply 30% chance to recover 100 HP to self. So in other words, like basically her ult is there to make everything else that much better. So in theory, she should be really good. Now, me personally, I'm really low on Silas, so I'm going to kind of one and done this. I wouldn't recommend going too deep on this, but she is really, really, really good. Man, if we one and done this, we're going to have to go do some testing with her. It would be hilarious. It would be hilarious. No eyes animation. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, that. So I do need that Lunar. I don't know how far that gets her. I think Lunar is only like Limit Break 1, maybe 2. I gotta go find out. I've just enough to do one more, and we've got the other banner a little bit longer. I think Lunar's only like Limit Break 1. Where is she? Let's kind of limit this by Earth cards. There we go. Oh, she is Limit Break 3. Ooh. Well, there we go. Lunar's almost max limit broken. I didn't think she was that high. Well, I will take that. Another Earth unit that I really stand by. I think she's really, really, really good. I only have her at level 80. I don't have the resources to take her up to level 90. I'm still working on my level 90 Otarl, so, you know, that is what it is. Let's just do one more. Let's see what happens. Apparently this banner likes me. Alright, let's see the eyes animation. Let's see the eyes animation here. Oh my... Could still be the assist. I already have the assist, so it could be the assist. I'm hoping it's Bunny Mikoto. Okay, and it is, of course, Hestia. I figured that. Why did I call it? Unfortunately, I just don't have enough sealers to go back into the banner, but apparently this banner loves me. So, I needed to... The superstitious part of me is over here like, hey, you probably shouldn't have just called it that way. You should probably said Mikoto first, but that is what it is. Let's go and reset this bad boy and go over here to the assists. I think that is my first limit break on the Bunny Eyes, I believe. Or say Bunny Eyes. Bunny Hestia, wrong game entirely on that. Where is she? Anyway, is that her? Doesn't matter. Yeah, that is her. That's my third limit break. Oh. Well, there you go. So I may have to go back into this a couple more times before this event goes away, but, you know, at the moment, that kind of is where it is. So, you need to be aware that this banner exists. It is out there. I wouldn't go too crazy if I were you, but yeah, like if I was to chase one of these banners, let's talk about what each of these units do first, because we already saw what Mikoto does. Let's look at what Hestia does. Oh, never mind, that's her scene card. It faked me out. There we go. Character details. Because now that I've got a limit break 3, like things are gonna change. So here we go. Cooldown 50 seconds. Support technique to your unit. Apply 40% increased special move damage to your unit for 15 seconds. Apply 2% continuous recovery for 15 seconds. That's all really good. Let's see how this modifies itself over time. So that actually needs to be max limit broken to get any better. First limit break goes up to 30%. It really gets better at max limit break. So she's almost there though. 30% special move damage increase to your unit. That's really good. Goes up to 26 at the second limit break. 30% endurance increase to your unit. That goes up at the third limit break. And then when your HP is 80% or more, 22.5% critical damage. And that goes up at the fourth limit break appropriately. So, predictable. Early game stuff, though, like, you know, not game-breaking, I would dare say, but, you know, all really good. It's one of those early units that, you know, if you didn't have them, MLB, they weren't, you know, they didn't fall completely off. Let's see what Mikoto's differences are, because I think that could make or break some choices for us here. And I'm going to go straight to her alt and see here. So we talked about what she does at max limit break. 650 with a 2,000. Actually, that is a pretty significant drop-off. First limit break, though, gets her up to 750, and then it goes up to 1,200. So, yeah, she does get really, really, really good at MLB. I don't know, guys. I don't know how I feel about all that. We just need... There need to be more ways to get rainbow gems to max limit break these units. I think that would really be one thing that would improve this game drastically. If you didn't know, when we go over here, you get 9 of these a month, but the only real way to get rainbow gems is to trade in bonds. If you go over here to inventory and you go to your bonds, any like SSR bonds that are already maxed out. Let's see. I don't even have any SSRs. Any URs, pardon me, that are maxed out, but I don't even have any, like, even Miyachi right here. He's not maxed out. Otherwise, same with Loki. I'm just waiting for their trials to come back around, and then that will basically finish them off. So if they were maximum broken, I could convert those, but now I can't. I just wish there were more ways to get those rainbow keys and even the rainbow gems in game. That would fix a lot of these problems. But we do need to do a little bit more here. As you can see, I'm kind of been slacking on the raids, so we're going to do some of that coming up shortly. And the month is coming to an end, so you need to make sure that you are doing your abyssal explorations. If you can't do the abyss levels, because let's face it, they're kind of annoying. They're kind of annoying. If you can't do those, at least get some done, because with your monthly missions here, you do have to complete 20 of those. I'm only on 4, so, but like literally running one a day will do the job. Or not quite, but close. Let's show it 2 a day. 2 a day will do it. It's not that big of a deal. And they did fix it now, so it's not just lower, it's lower and abyss. So we'll come back and talk more about that, but like, share, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll be back with more soon.